He's 46. He hasn't won a fight in 4 years. And now he's stepping into the ring with a man nearly 2 decades younger. Manny Pacquiao, the boxing icon, the 8-division world champion, the living legend, has just shocked the world by announcing a return.
147, kind of a weird spot right now. We're looking at Manny Pacquiao potentially facing Mario Barrios. What do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that, it's a very contentious subject. Like, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like, we were talking about fighting him with Conor Benn maybe 6 months ago or a year, and every month.
But not everybody's throwing roses at his feet. Some are calling it delusional. Others, straight up dangerous. And one boxing pro just dropped the coldest line of the year. My grandma could beat him.
And what do you tell him now? He's going to be the 47th president. He's a big boxing fan.
Of course, supporting him of his administration.
Let's break down what's really going on with Manny's comeback fight against Mario Barrios, and why the boxing world is split between excitement and concern.
I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight.
Manny Pacquiao is back. Yes, that Manny. The same Pac-Man who tore through legends like Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, and Antonio Margarito. The same Manny who was senator by day, fighter by night. But that was then, and this is now.
What's up, guys? So, it looks like Manny Pacquiao is going to return thanks to Happy Punch putting out this information. Go check them out on Twitter or X. It says WBC president announces Mario Barrios, hopefully I'm saying that right, will defend his welterweight title against Manny Pacquiao in July. So Manny Pacquiao is returning and automatically getting a title shot. That doesn't seem like a fair thing to happen, but I guess that's what we're going to get. I haven't watched Manny Pacquiao in a few years. Like, I don't remember. I didn't watch his last couple fights, and but I don't think he's getting older, and yeah, maybe he can beat this guy, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I thought he retired, and now he's coming back out. All these boxers are coming back out of retirement. Tyson Fury retired, and now he's wanting a rematch against the champ again for the 3rd time. But here we go again. Another retired boxer coming back out of retirement for a title shot that they really don't deserve because they haven't been around boxing in a while. Like, comment, and share, guys, if you want to support my channel. Shit, I can't speak. Holy crap. Anyways, bye, guys.
At 46 years old, Pacquiao has announced he'll be facing Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title in July. You heard that right. The man who last fought a real pro bout in 2021, where he got outclassed by Yordenis Ugas, is now stepping back in the ring like time hasn't moved at all.
Manny Pacquiao, the legendary 8-division world champ, is making a comeback at 46 to fight for the WBC welterweight title held by Mario Barrios. It's been 4 years since Pac-Man's last pro fight, but he's ready to prove age is just a number. Even Terrence Crawford, the former undisputed welterweight champ, believes Pacquiao can pull this off. If he succeeds, it'll be a historic achievement, as he last held a world title in 2019. This summer showdown against the 29-year-old Barrios is set to be a thrilling event.
And he's not going out with a quiet exhibition match either. Nope. He's going for gold. One last shot at a legit world championship belt.
If you be honest, Inoue is a lot better skilled fighter than Pacquiao at that time. A lot more complete. He's more complete of a fighter. Pacquiao is talented and he has ability, But Pacquiao's biggest thing is his heart. Like, his heart, like, that's what get him through a lot of shit. Because you can hit Pacquiao will never let you know it, that he's affected by it. And he'll keep coming, but he coming at a volume and at a rate, with a rate.
Now let's talk about his opponent. Mario Barrios, age 29. He's got 29 wins, 18 KOs, 2 losses, and just 1 draw. He's active, hungry, and coming off a string of strong performances. Plus, he's the current WBC champ.
Mario got the win. How do you feel about your performance?
I felt all right about it. The eye, like, it made it hard to get my rhythm, to get my range down. But of course, you know, I'm gonna stay in there.
No excuses, but you know, being sick didn't help.
Story on the right.
Being sick with the flu didn't help. You got it done, baby.
Oh, and let's not ignore the 17-year age Dennis Ugas, the same Ugas who outboxed Pacquiao 4 years ago. Let that sink in. And real quick, let's keep it all the way 100 here. If you think this Manny Pacquiao return isn't giving Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul energy, you're not paying attention. Hear me out. We've seen this movie before. OG legend comes back, world gets hyped, bags get printed, but the ending? Straight up heartbreak. Tyson came back to fight Jake Paul, and sure, the pre-fight press runs were wild. Memes were flying. Everybody was clowning Jake, and Tyson was talking like he had one last knockout left in him.
What's your take on this Tyson thing?
I don't generally like the idea of 58-year-old men fighting. Your reflex is going to be slower, you can't take shots as much, and then you see him hit the pads, and you go, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, this is still fucking terrifying. He still has the ability to deliver those punches, and if any one of those hits anybody, they're fucked. There's a video of Tyson hitting the bag as a 19-year-old, and he's throwing these combinations like, and he's 210 pounds. It's insane to watch. Yeah. He was so fast. And that was a big factor in his success. He does not have that kind of speed anymore. But he's still fast. He's not slow.
But when fight night actually hit, it was a different story. Tyson was slow. His timing was off. And worst of all, he looked sick. Not tired. Not rusty. Sick. Like he shouldn't have even been in that ring.
Announced a return to boxing. I know in the past you said you didn't want him to fight again. You tried to talk him out of fighting again. Have you spoken to him about this one?
He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. I don't know.
Jake Paul didn't just beat him, he exposed him, and now that L sits on Tyson's record like a permanent stain. Nobody's talking about Iron Mike's run of destruction in the 80s after that. They're talking about how a YouTuber dropped him. That comeback didn't add to Tyson's legacy, it cracked it. And that is the same risk Manny's playing with right now.
You know, I guess there's 2 questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not? But should he be fighting for the world title? I guess that's another question. In the commercial world of boxing, the answer is yeah, probably. In the ratings world and activity world, the answer is probably not.
Do you think it's strange that he's coming off the couch and getting a title fight like that?
I think when you've achieved what he's achieved, you've always got the right to do things a little bit differently.
Because yeah, the build-up is fire. The nostalgia is hitting hard. But once that bell rings, nostalgia can't save you. And if Pacquiao steps in that ring looking even half as cooked as Tyson did, it's gonna be a wrap. Not just for the fight, but for how we remember him. As soon as the fight announcement dropped, reactions from the boxing community hit social media like wildfire. And people did not hold back.
Don't like it. I think Pacquiao, I mean, obviously he's definitely one of the legends. He's an amazing fight. He's also old. Like, everyone keeps bringing it up. He's just getting old. Like, and, I mean, you could be old and fight, but Errol Spence's, I think he's at his prime. I think he's a really good fighter. Even though he did have a long layoff from his car accident and everything, I think Errol Spence can fight. And I don't think that's something Pacquiao should be run into because you're fighting a young, hungry guy who wants to get back at the top because he had that long layoff. And you've already had that top. You've already been at the top. You've already had that. So I don't really see I don't see him getting anything out of it except for like the paycheck, obviously. But I think he should take it. I think he's just old and he should just start calming down from the fighting aspect. Maybe.
One pro tweeted, "This ain't 2008. My grandma could beat Pacquiao in 2025." Another added, "Barrios about to send this man to retirement with one jab."
There, Manny Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, you know, it has to be pertaining to any kind of money. You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money. One, two. I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring, man, against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, you know, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, you know, bigger fighter, knows how to, you know, control distance very well, can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division. And for Manny to come back after this long and to face a young guy like that is dangerous. And sometimes, you know, these old legends.
Even Amir Khan, a former rival and fellow retiree, came out saying, Pacquiao is one punch away from getting hurt. Not outboxed, hurt. Khan told MailSport, "Why does Manny need to come back? He's almost 50. He's had a hard life. He should enjoy it now." And it wasn't hate. It was concern, love, respect, but realistic.
Amir, what is going on with you and Manny Pacquiao?
I know, Manny says he wants to fight. I'll take the fight. I mean, let's make it happen. I mean, look, two retired fighters come back.
It would still do crazy numbers, wouldn't it?
You know that as well. You know how big of a fight that would be. It'd be massive.
Because what they're seeing is a fighter chasing a ghost, chasing one more high. And we all know how that ends in boxing.
Last question, GH. It's rumored that Manny Pacquiao could possibly face Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is 45 years old. What you think of that fight?
Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick. You know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more. It's tough to go against him in this situation because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios' ass. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might fuck around and beat Pacquiao up. I mean, not knock him out, but you know what I mean, beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like on some shit like that. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang, so, I mean, why not? If he can make it happen, make it happen. Because I would love, if Barrios was my fighter, I would love to have a Pacquiao on the record.
But you got to hear it from Manny's side, too. He ain't coming back for clout or a check. In his own words, "I made history at 40 by beating Keith Thurman. I feel like I still got it." He wants to end his career as a champion. He wants to walk away on his terms. That's what this is really about. He's always been a fighter of heart, always betting on himself. And Pacquiao sees this as more than just another fight. This is legacy. This is pride. This is closure.
You don't lose that. Awesome. Fire.
But let's not forget, Pacquiao's last pro fight in 2021, he lost. He didn't just lose. He looked off, slower, older, human.
I'll tell you what, even with 40 seconds left, Manny still wants this win. He wants this fight. I think if Manny can get a knockout right now, he'll go for it.
And in 2023, he did an exhibition against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Anpo. And let's just say Manny didn't exactly look like the old Manny. His 46 years showed. Big time. Meanwhile, Barrios has stayed sharp. 5 fights since Manny's last pro match. Still active, still dangerous. And on the undercard of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, Barrios defended his belt with a tough draw against Abel Ramos. Another test that kept him locked in and ready. This whole fight is like dropping a CD player into a TikTok feed. On one side, you got Pacquiao, the throwback, the warrior, the old-school legend. On the other, Barrios, who's practically a Gen Z fighter himself, growing up watching Manny knock people out on HBO. Your reflexes are a step slow, and your body can't cash the checks your name writes.
Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like you fight Barrios July 19th. Who wins? Pacquiao? Why? What do you think? You think Barrios? Are you joking or are you serious?
Pacquiao's like 50.
He's 46. But he's still Pacquiao.
No, he's not. I think Barrios.
You said Pacquiao.
Let's keep it real. Boxing fans love a comeback story, but they hate seeing a legend get hurt. We've seen it before. Too many times. Ali versus Holmes. Roy Jones Jr. versus Enzo Maccarinelli. Pacquiao doesn't deserve that kind of ending. He deserves the legend treatment. But fighting a prime Mario Barrios for a legit belt at 46? That's not nostalgia. That's a war.
You know, my family wants me to retire, especially my mom and my family, but and also my kids. But the request of my kids, he said that, Daddy, I want you to retire. Before you retired, I have one request. What is that? He said, oh, you need to fight Floyd Mayweather and beat him and that's it.
How old's your kid?
11 years old.
And some fans are asking, why not just do exhibitions? Why not face Floyd in a rematch for $100 million? Why this? And quick detour. Amir Khan finally spoke about why his own mega fight with Pacquiao never happened. He said, we tried. We had investors lined up, but the money wasn't solid. That fight was years in the making, but fizzled out like a bad sparring session. Khan admitted he gets the itch to come back too, but even he knows when the fire's gone, it's gone. And he's worried Manny's playing with fire one last time without the gas to match.
There's been talks about it for a long time that, yeah, he wants to fight again. But I don't know, there's nothing really that materialized from it, you know what I mean? As long as if we can get like a Turkey Sheikh or someone to put the money down and persuade Manny to do this, then yeah, it'll happen. But other than that, I don't think it'll ever happen.
You've been talking. I know you've always wanted.
We know each other. We spoke about it, but it's somewhat about the investment. If someone's willing to put the investment down, and we've not really got anyone.
This fight ain't just about a belt, it's about identity. If Pacquiao wins, he becomes the oldest WBC welterweight champ in history. He goes out with a mic drop moment. If he loses, especially if he gets knocked out, it could tarnish the final chapter of his legendary story.
Don't shadow boxing like that.
Yeah, because it's lazy, right? Just kind of...
Yeah. When you do the shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in a habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like...
Woo! Woo!
Like that.
I think speed is still there. Woo!
Barrios, on the other hand, has everything to gain. Beating a legend puts him on the map. For real. It's the kind of W that turns contenders into stars overnight. So let's bring it home. Pacquiao's return is wild, risky, emotional, maybe even reckless. But it's also what makes boxing beautiful. The audacity, the defiance, the belief. Whether you're rooting for him or holding your breath in fear, you're watching. We all are. Because no matter what side you're on, Team Pac or Team Bro retire already, one thing's clear. This ain't just a fight, it's a moment. And boxing lives on moments. So will Pacquiao go out with a bang, or will this be the final punch in a story that should have ended chapters ago? Comment below. Who you got, Pacquiao or Barrios? And do you think Manny should have stayed retired? Hit that like button, subscribe for more breakdowns, and we'll catch you in the next video.